Welcome back to the FC25 Rebuild Manchester City career mode. Jeraine Timber starts today's episode by moving from Leipzig from Arsenal. We've got Callum leaving the club. He's going to join Ipswich on a 12-month loan with an option to buy within that. A similar deal than we saw with Till Howard-Bellis. And David Mabama is going to develop in Italy with Monza. Now, also Adam Militao, he's moved to Bayer Leverkusen, €96 million. Juma Bar is going to get a Premier League loan to Bournemouth for 12 months. The transfer's coming thick and fast. Maximo Pirone moves to Sporting on loan. So in the FIFA World Cup, we were saying that Erling Haaland was going to be top goal scorer no matter what. Actually, former Manchester City man Julian Alvarez having a fantastic tournament as well. He's got 18-4, so those two certainly going to be doing battle to finish top goal scorer here in the FIFA Club World Cup. Let's have a look at the standings because we are into the quarterfinals now. Athletic Nacional will play against Al Hilal in the quarterfinal. Paris Saint-Germain versus Real Madrid. It's good to see that one of those sides will be knocked out. Inter versus Atletico de Madrid. So again, one of those sides is going to be knocked out. We will face off against one of our former managers. It's Vincent Kompany's Bayern Munich. They are the side we're going to have to beat to get to the semi-final of the FIFA Club World Cup. Some massive games there for FIFA to draw some revenue in. And interestingly enough, one Saudi Pro League side or South American side are going to make it to the semi-final, which is massive as well. So we're going to go with today against Bayern, starting with the goalkeeper Ederson. We're going to go back four of Nunes. Akanji's back in there and starting alongside Ruben Diaz and also Joško Vardiol. It's Gonzalez and also Ilkay Gundogan in the midfield too, with Foden on the right, drifting inside, Savinho on the left, and Erling Haaland the captain, alongside Omar Mamouche up top. On the bench, we've got Oscar Bob, Jack Grealish, Jeremy Doku, Kevin De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva, Nathan Ake, and John Stones. Lots of options attacking-wise, midfield-wise, and defensive-wise. Bit of a problem, though, for Rodri, who has picked a bit of a knock. He is going to miss this one. I don't know how much of the tournament he's going to miss, but unfortunately, after that tackle, he has picked up a bit of a knock. He'll be back to start the Premier League season. That I'm not worried about. But I'm a bit worried that he has got a bit of a knock and he is going to miss maybe the rest of this tournament. We'll have to see how he does with the rest. So FIFA Club World Cup quarter-final, here we go. Erling Haaland, who scored 4 of his last 3. The City side arrive here in the US for this big quarter-final stage against Vincent Kompany's Bayern Munich. What a game City have in store here today. The champions of Germany against the side that are no longer champions of England, who have had a poor season, didn't we, really? Finishing just in the top 4. We didn't even win the silverware we wanted to. They're captained by Joshua Kimmich, who has signed the new deal with Bayern Munich. Manuel Neuer is still in goal there. Of course, teams are not making big changes to their side at all, are they? Because of this Club World Cup, the transfer window is open. Sides are making transfers, but the players then can't be put into the squad. It's whatever squad you submit on the opening day of the tournament. So any signs we've made, they've made, anyone's made, they're not added into the side until the end of the Club World Cup. They can't play. But Harry Kane there, Jamal Musiala as well. I'm very scared against this Bayern side. A top draw they are. So Kane up top, Musiala, Coleman and Leroy Sané in behind. Paulinho in the midfield there alongside. It is Joshua Kimmich, then Davies, Kim Min-jae, Upamecano and Stanisic the back 4. Gnabry, Muller, Guerreiro, Goretzka, Lima. I mean, that is a top draw side. No Michael Elise. That is a bit of a surprise. Maybe he's carrying a knock. He's not in there for Vincent Kompany's side. Hope it's going to be them. Although Nunes there, he's done decent there, Nunes. Got to keep it, got to keep battling for it. He's a bit asleep there, Nunes. And Musiala paces his way past the Kanji. And Jamal Musiala! What a miss by Musiala. Bursts away here, Sané. He's past Vardiol as well, who tries to foul Musiala in behind to Kane here. It's a narrow angle for Kane, who's going to try it. And he layers it into the side netting, but 2 early chances here for Bayern. Gundogan. Mamouche. Ilkay Gundogan. Joško Vardiol. To Savinho. Savinho with the ball across to Mamouche here. 1-0 City. What a ball by Savinho. He's topping assists in this competition. Off that left-hand side, I do feel like he's a little bit more comfortable sometimes playing off the left because he can get those crosses in. His quality is more, assisting goals than scoring them. What a ball in across the box by Savinho. Bayern's high line. There, they stepped up a little bit. And it left space for Mamouche. And Upamecano can't get across to him. And it's a tap-in, really. And after all the chances Bayern have had, we have a massively clear chance. One you can't miss, really. Mamouche, who's been such an impact signing, makes it 1-0 Manchester City. What a start. Side here, Musiala. His feet are quick. Kane, space for Kane. It's tipped over the bar. Never really a sort of shot that's going to trouble Ederson, really. Bayern have had 4 or 5 shots here to our 1, and we have the lead. He has away at the near post. Strike again, blocked away by Mamouche. Upamecano. Shot again, blocked away by Manu Akanji. Nico trying to get across here. Oh, he's done well there, Nico. And he plays Phil Foden. He's onside here. Foden, he's up against Alphonso Davies. He's rapid, so he's not going to beat him for pace. But Foden, Haaland. Haaland's in. Haaland's in for 2. Oh, what a miss. Leroy Sané inside to Musiala. And he's across, and Kane. There's so much room for Kane here. And Diaz is in there. Great defending by Diaz. Musiala. And Diaz just lumped it away. Well done, City. We did well there, actually, defensively. Nunez, keep that run going, Nunez. He does do. Nunez into the box here. It's Foden. It's Phil Foden. Oh, he's down the middle at Neuer. How have we not made it 2-0 here? We've had chances like they have, but wow. Both sides should have had a lot of goals here. Sané against Vardy. He's past him. Against Diaz, into Kane. Musiala back to Kane. Kane with a strike. Akanji slides in. Both sides have had ridiculous amount of chances here today. I'd love to see the XG at half time. It should be about 5. Oh, Diaz. It should be about 5-all. Coleman past Nico. He plays himself into big trouble here. Coleman. Coleman scores. Well, our first goal of the competition conceded. It's probably deserved for Bayern. I mean, the chances they've had. But it comes from Ruben Diaz. Just slicing it away, panicking on the ball. And Bayern equalise. It's really poor from Diaz. I mean, Ederson as well, the goalkeeper. He makes a save. Right back to him. I mean, it's the usual suspects a little bit, isn't it? Ederson making mistakes there. Diaz with a poor pass. Well, both sides have an XG of around 2, which is surprising. But if you look at the shooting, it should bring you up here and analysing the match stats. They've had 10 shots to our 3, 4 on target to our 2. I mean, defensively, we've been all over the place again, Manchester City. We really have. City pressing, but where's the midfield? Where's Nico? Sané against Vardy. He's giving a tough time today. Pass Vardy, no problem. Kanji to cover. Diaz blocks it. It falls to Harry Kane off the crossbar. And away by Nunez. Wow. City get away with it again here. City panicking at the back. In behind again to Sané. Leroy Sané and save Ederson behind for a corner. We have been absolutely all over the place here. If we go through, Bayern Munich will be very, very frustrated. Crossing by Sané. It's a free header here for Kim Min-jae. It's a big save, Ederson behind for a corner. Listening to Vardy. Savinho. Haaland's on. He's on. He's onside Haaland here. Haaland's through. Upamecano with him. Oh, what did I do? I didn't press the right button. I didn't press the right button. Oh. Giving us all sorts of problems. Well done, Diaz there. Back to Grealish. Jack Grealish for City. He's up against Joshua Kimmich, and that's a horrible challenge by Kimmich from behind on Jack Grealish. I think, personally, that's a red card from the captain of Bayern. He's come from behind. There's no intention to play the ball. It is a red card for Kimmich. They're playing against 10 men now. Well, that's a nasty one. Down the ankles of Jack Grealish. Just really unnecessary. Coleman comes off for Serge Gnabry. Nunez. Foden, turn. There's space here. Phil. Foden, Kim Min-jae with him. Back to Haaland, blocked by Upamecano. Grealish in with a header. Haaland takes it down. De Bruyne, back out here towards Nico. Wide to Nunez. Bernardo, De Bruyne. Through to Nunez. Across the box here. Into a great position. Kim Min-jae is there. Playing it between each other. De Bruyne to make a run there. It's Nico who's made it. Kanji. Bernardo Silva. Back into Nico. Nunez. Lifts one in. Haaland is there. Haaland is there. Big save by Neuer. Straight. Goretzka comes on as well. That's very defensive from Vincent Kompany. I think he is a bit worried about the opportunity City are creating here. We're dominating the game at the moment. Vardy. In behind to Grealish here. It's Jack Grealish! Oh, Jack Grealish of all people! 85th minute goal from Jack Grealish. What a ball over the top by Vardy, who, when he comes inside in that position, we know the quality he has in those central areas, playing narrow, playing wide. He's so good going forward. He stepped up against Sané in the second half. What a ball by Vardy here into Grealish. Takes a touch on the chest, on the knee it is, and then rolls it through the legs of Manuel Neuer. Fantastic finish from Jack Grealish. Fantastic goal for Manchester City. And we lead in the quarterfinals here against Bayern. We certainly rode and really did weather the storm that they threw at us in that first half. But the second half, since that red card, that strange decision from Joshua Kimmich, City have been fantastic, and Jack Grealish, of all people, making the big impact there, scoring the goal off the bench. And through the inside, Diaz steps out, nice and aggressive from Diaz. Nico in on Kim Min-jae. Oh, they're in a bit of trouble here, Bayern playing the way out. Paulinho, past Nico, full-time whistle goes, come on! Manchester City through to the semi-finals of the FIFA Club World Cup. We dispatched Vincent Kompany's Bayern Munich in a 2-1 win. Second half was fantastic. When they went down to 10 men, we took full control of the game. But how Bayern weren't 4 or 5 up in the first 10 minutes, I don't know. And that man right there, Jack Grealish, might be one of his last real big involvements with the City side. He could leave this summer. The chance are he will. But he's got City to a semi-final with that run. Here are the results and some surprises. Atleti are out. Inter have knocked them out. They're going to the semi-final. Paris Saint-Germain knocked out by the most satanic club in world football, Real Madrid. I'm sure that was a dodgy penalty, something anyway. And the Athletic Nacional, the surprise package. They're going to the semi-final. They beat Al Hilal by 2-1. I wasn't expecting that one. So it's a Manchester City, an Inter Milan, a Real Madrid, and an Athletic Nacional Club World Cup semi-final. Who will we face? Well, we know who we want, and we know who we certainly don't want. Well, it's time to find our Kevin De Bruyne replacement, and due to massive transfer fees asked for Ohian Sanket and also Florian Wirtz, over 150 million euros, we decided upon going for a former Barcelona graduate, also a Paris Saint-Germain player, Leipzig player. It is Dutch superstar XAVI Simons, named after Xavi, the Barcelona legend, and a player that Pep Guardiola knows pretty well. He's going to come in and try and negate Manchester City's creativeness in the team and try and really help us in that creative side of the game, which we have been struggling in with Kevin De Bruyne's departure. Of course, coming after the FIFA Club World Cup, we need another creative player, and Manchester City have decided XAVI Simons is the man. We managed to pick up Xavi in an 85 million euro deal, or 80 million euro deal in fact, which I think is a very good transfer fee. We wanted to sign him. We wanted a lot of players this transfer window, so we've gone and signed him alongside some other players. I think 80 million euros spent on a creative talent to replace De Bruyne is better than spending 160 million euros on Florian Wirtz, or maybe Sanket 120 million euros, and then not being able to sign the other players we need to rebuild this squad fully, because there's going to be big departures in this Manchester City side. So XAVI Simons, welcome to Manchester City, and I think he's going to have a crazy big impact. His creativeness, his dribbling ability, I think he's going to be amazing for this Manchester City side. Hopefully, big shoes to fill. He can replace Kevin De Bruyne. Well, interesting transfer moves. Rasmus Højlund has moved to Ipswich for 26 million euros. United take, what, they paid 85 million euros for him? So a massive hit. And Ipswich are in the Championship, that's where he's gone. Furaj has moved from Stuttgart, 80 million euros to Fulham on a 4-year deal. I mean, the transfer is on the realistic setting, so I suppose these are decent. I mean, Rasmus Højlund to Ipswich to replace Liam Delap, or maybe play alongside Delap, I don't know. Delap's still at Ipswich, but that is a bit of an interesting transfer, especially going down the Championship for Rasmus Højlund. We've got Pau Kubasi making the 92 million euro move to Arsenal from Barcelona. What a massive sign that is. I mean, that is absolutely humongous. Signing probably the best young defender in world football. I didn't know he was available. We didn't have the money to try and go and get him, I don't think, alongside other players. The sort of money we're paying for players, looking to sign players, more players, of course. Victor Gyökeres to Tottenham Hotspur. What a massive sign that is. They have beaten Arsenal, Man United, Chelsea to his signature. Spurs are a side who have not been doing well at all, and not in European competitions. Gyökeres has still been, maybe convincing to the project. We got Mukiele moving from Paris Saint-Germain to Brentford on a permanent deal for 27 million euros. He'd be very good in that right centre-back, right wing-back role for Thomas Frank's side. But lots of Premier League sides are making some really good transfer moves. They really are. But one that could be moving away from the Premier League is the very highly rated Milos Kirikes. It looks like Bayern are interested in him. I think we've seen before Dortmund are interested in him. Liverpool are interested in him as well. A lot of clubs looking at Milos Kirikes. And United signing his former Girona player, Jakubashvili, the Hungarian. That's a very good signing for United, isn't it? Well, the draw has been made, and this is where the semi-final is looking. Manchester City, it is a repeat of the Champions League final from where City did lift their Champions League trophy 2 years ago, the treble-winning season. We face Inter, and that is the team we face in the semi-final. And Real Madrid surely have got a ticket to the Club World Cup final now. A game against Athletic Nacional, we expect them to win that with no problems. So who will we face in the final? Probably Real Madrid if we get there. We've got to beat Inter, who are a very good side. They saw how good they were in the Champions League final. Simeone and Inzaghi's side are absolutely spectacular, and I'm expecting a massively tough game today. Well, this is signed for the semi-final against Inter Milan here, and we are going with a bit of a throwback side in a sense of how we're going to play. It's a very similar side to what we saw in the Champions League final against Inter, with a few changes, of course, in there. So Ederson starts and goal. It's exactly the same backline that started that final. Akanji, Stones, Diaz, and Ake. City go with a strong 4 centre-backs, with Stones stepping into that midfield, and then Ake, Diaz, and Akanji forming a back 3. It's a bit of a tactical tweak. Still in that 4-4-2 shape, though, where we press in that shape. That's why we're in that position. Tactically, you can see we press in that shape. They'll be nice and aggressive. And then when we're out of possession, when we have the ball, it is that that sort of 3-2-4-1 formation that City do play. It's purely about the off-the-ball work. Bernardo Silva partners alongside Nico in that midfield, so it was Gundogan and Rodri in that game, but it is those two. Nico in for an injured Rodri, Bernardo Silva in for Gundogan. I just don't think Gundogan should be starting this one, really. Jack Grealish starts on the left like he did. He's made a massive impact against Bayern, so he does start. Haaland and De Bruyne up top, and Doku is on that right-hand side, trying to get those crossed into an Haaland, nice and explosive, and attacking that right-hand side. We can be a bit more attacking with him, with the Kanji behind him. On the bench, you've got Marmoush, Savinho, Foden, Kovacic, Gundogan, Vardiol, and Abukudir Kusanov. Good side, strong side, and hopefully these 4 centre-backs might just be the way, especially with the personnel we've got, because we can't get the new signings in the side yet. So with the personnel we've got, I think that is the best way to go about it, and maybe it's the best way to go about it as well if we get to the final and we do face Real Madrid, playing 4 strong centre-backs as well, in the intention of trying to keep it as tight as possible, because we do have defensive issues. But we've only conceded 1 goal so far in this competition, and I don't want to be too negative in that sense, but Pep Guardiola has got to be pragmatic at times, and I think that is what we're going to do today against Inter. There is Lautaro Martinez warming up for Inter. He's got 4 in his last 3. He's one of the top goal scorers as well. I think he's got 6 so far in this competition. We've got to keep him quiet. So here we go. It is the FIFA World Cup 2025. Manchester City versus Inter semi-final. The winner will face either Athletic Nacional or Real Madrid in the final, captained by Bastione, a player that I would love in that Manchester City defence. You can see there the road to the semi-final there. They have beaten Olympiacos and Atleti on the way. We have beaten El Ittihad and Bayern on the way. Real Madrid and Atletico Nacional will play in the next game, I think. I suspect the winner of this one will be facing Real Madrid, but you don't know. Athletic Nacional, the big surprise of the competition, might just cause another upset. There is Inter in a very interesting kit that they do wear today. And let's see how Simone Inzaghi's side do line up. Jansson starts the goal. It's a back 5 of Dumfries, Bastione, Bisek, Pavard, and Di Marco. Aslani, Mkhitaryan, and Berea in the midfield 3. Martinez partners Taremi up top, Marcus Thuram, Arnautovic, and also Zielinski. Some key players you expect could have been there on the bench. I thought Thuram would start, but it's Taremi. He's one of the top in assists so far in this competition. Clearly, he's been provider for Lautaro up top. Okay, chases and stays with him. All in, swung across towards Di Marco. Di Marco! Into the side netting. What a start that could have been for the attacking wide fullback there, wing back, whatever you want to call him. We had it. It's a missed game in the previous one. He has just returned from a surgery, an abductor strain or a tear. The Manu Akanji, groin tear, whatever it was. Made it very difficult for him to play last season. Played through injuries. Inter worked their way through here. Ederson comes out, makes the save. Nathan Ake away up towards Jack Grealish. Di Marco's going with Doku. Doku's past Bisek. And Doku. And Doku. And Doku still great feet from Doku. Little back heel. It's De Bruyne! Down the middle. Back to De Bruyne. Bisek off Haaland. Deflects up and over the net. And in for a goal kick. What a chance for KDB. Over top here. Ake's got to get there, which he does do. Another back wide to Grealish. He's going to Haaland here. Back to Grealish here. There's Jack Grealish for City. He's not as quick as he's got Bastione with him. Haaland. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva hits it with power. It's saved by Jan Sommer. And behind for a corner. Tries to just leather that with Bernardo. De Bruyne in. Diaz with a header. It's looping. It's up and over the bar by Ruben Diaz. He's left a lot of space in behind that right hand side. Here's Berea. Why'd they go to Di Marco? To Raimi. Di Marco. Through to Martinez. Lautaro Martinez! And Ederson smothers it just and makes the save. The Brazilian. Good save from Eddie. Into Haaland, who's made it run behind. He's onside here, referee. Haaland. Grealish. Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish! Oh, why the post by Grealish? Well, he has been okay, actually, in this tournament. Score the goals. We haven't been that bad chance creation-wise, though. Bernardo Silva. Haaland. Haaland. It's Grealish again. It's Grealish again! Off the post by Grealish. Back to Grealish. Haaland. Grealish. Been involved today, Grealish, and he's running the opposition here, Grealish. Grealish, good feet. De Bruyne. Back to Grealish. He's in again here. And Jack Grealish. Oh, Jack Grealish scores. Lifts it over Jan Sommer. 2-2 for Grealish. And City could be winning the FIFA Club World Cup because of Jack Grealish's performances. Who'd have thought it? Is this the return of Jack Grealish? Is this a rebuild of his career at Manchester City? Who knows? He goes through and he lifts it over Jan Sommer. Sommer's not expecting it. I'm expecting Sommer to drop anyway. What a bit of play. De Bruyne finds him. And Jack Grealish for the finish past Jan Sommer. Manchester City 1-0. And it could be another crucial winning goal for City from Jack Grealish. Wow. City 1-0. What a goal from Super Jack Grealish. Grealish into Nico. In through to Haaland and back to Grealish, and those two are playing really well together at the moment. Grealish. Oh, through to Haaland. What a ball by Grealish. Haaland. Haaland hits it with power. Oh, off the post. Off the outside the post by Erling Haaland. See how narrow our back line is, and that means that the wing backs have space, but Ake so far has covered it pretty well, but not this time. Diaz has stepped up. Lautaro Martinez is in. Lautaro Martinez saved by Ederson. Stones away. Ederson gets it away. Big save. Ake. Late one by Nathan Ake. Dumfries still gets away. Works hard. Stones in across. He's made a poor challenge. Lautaro. Diaz is in there. Lautaro Martinez makes it 1-1. Well, I think an Inter goal was possibly coming, but we've let it slip there. Really let it slip there. Diaz tries to block it. Lautaro's already pulled the trigger. I mean, Ederson, there's nothing the goalkeeper can do about that one. What a finish from Lautaro Martinez. We've missed our chances. They've scored there when they have that then. Dimarco is over it. Dimarco hits it. Ake clears it away. Stones long way up towards Phil Foden. Back in comes Bastione. Foden's done really well. Here's Jack Grealish again. Grealish. He plays Haaland here. Haaland against Bisek, who's backtracking here. Bisek shouldn't have done. It's Haaland. It's Haaland. It's Haaland for Manchester City. 2-1 on the counter. From the free kick we hit them. And Erling Haaland gets his 9th of the competition. And it's an assist for Jack Grealish, who's been fantastic today. What a goal that is from Erling Haaland. He finds and narrows the gaps. But it's Grealish through to Haaland. Off Haaland goes. And it's the back of the net. Haaland dispatches it. Brilliant from Manchester City. City 2. Inter 1. And that might be the goal that sends us to the final of this competition. Someone's making a run. İlkay Gundogan. İlkay Gundogan drags it wide. But that is full time. Manchester City are going to the FIFA Club World Cup final. Who we face, I don't know. We'll find out when we come to the game. I'm not going to reveal it to you guys. I'm just going to find out when we get to it. Will it be Real Madrid, or will Athletic Nacional done the impossible and beat Real Madrid? What a result. City going to the final, and that man Erling Haaland, fantastic. But man of the match has to go to Jack Grealish again, who once again has made such an amazing impact for City. Is this him getting back to his level again, Grealish? Or is it simply what always happens? He's good in pre-season, he's good before the season starts, then he just drops off completely. I don't know. We're going to the final anyway. We'll end the episode with some more news in the world of transfers. Al Hilal have accepted a €30 million offer for Mitrovic to replace Haaland at Man United. And the big one really here is William Saliba. He's moved to Real Madrid for €132 million. That's where Arsenal got the money on from to sign Parkou Biasi, really, isn't it? Damsgaard's on the move as well. We've signed XAVI Simons. We end the episode in good fashion. Please let me know if you haven't already. Please subscribe to the channel if you are new. Luka Jovic also going to Leicester City for €30 million. And we'll see you guys for more signings next time.